Eco Angel from PASIG City. Miss Pasig?
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name
Hello.
is hello.
Hi.
My name is Iris Mabanta, and I am your Eco Angel from Pasig City. I am actually a licensed chemist. I graduated BS Chemistry in the University of Santo Tomas and worked as a researcher in the University of the Philippines, Diliman. So my environmental advocacy is addressing environmental issues through science and research. As a researcher myself, I saw firsthand the potential that scientific studies have in getting to know our environment more. And to know more about our environment means we are able to learn to protect and preserve our environment. So science and nature are fundamentally connected. By imploring science, we are using a solution-based strategy to addressing the root causes of environmental issues. And by supporting the best and brilliant minds of our country, we are supporting more science into addressing environmental issues. As we can see today, that during times of crisis, we turn to scientists, experts, and researchers to give us the answers that we need for a time like this. So I believe that the future and the future of our environment is in the hands of science and research.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Iris Marie, yes. Would you say that perhaps in this generation, science would one way or the other help solve the problem of the scourge of ignorant racism that's endemic in certain societies in the world today?
I do believe that science can help address this issue because science is fact-based, it is research-based, it's not just hearsay. So when you use science to address issues such as racism, then you are imploring others to go behind the facts rather than hearsay and rather than what you are sort of learned at a young age to think. But science, like I said, it's fact-based, so you are going behind the facts, and that is the wonderful thing about science.
Thank you.
Hi, Iris. Marky here.
Hi, Marky.
Hi. I'd just like to find out, have you ever been involved in any charitable or environmental work?
Sorry?
Have you ever been involved in any charitable or environmental work?
I'm actually part of a nonprofit organization called 0 Hour Philippines. So we have a climate justice movement that that is behind science in terms of addressing the climate movement. So for those that we are trying to educate people more on the climate movement and the fact that climate change does exist.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what is the best or worst part of your experience in joining the advocacy?
I think the best part about it is that I can, as a researcher myself, I can share my knowledge and skills to people that aren't that educated on the sciences behind the environmental issues that we have. And I think the worst part of it is, I guess, when people still don't believe that climate change is real. Because however, I do understand where they're coming from, because there is a natural phenomenon of climate change here in our world, because there was the ice age rather. But what's happening now is that we are producing way too much heat due to human activity, that the Earth is not able to handle it anymore, and that is why climate change is a real situation.
How will you convince a layperson or a common Filipino that science is important in solving a lot of our environmental concerns?
So like I said in my advocacy, science, from the Latin word to know, when we know about issues, then we know how to address them, and we need the research and the facts to be able to get to the root causes of these environmental issues. So to a layperson, I would say, we don't necessarily have to be a scientist, but you need to know the facts behind everything, and that is through science and research. You do science and research every day, and we can do that in addressing environmental issues as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
City. And now we have our last eco angel from NCR, and that is our eco